Hello all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Funmibi Olawore. So if this is your first time of seeing me, ensure that you hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification so you'll be the first to know every single time I drop tutorials on here. I typically share tutorials on how to make gorgeous pieces of accessories, hair accessories, but I'm trying my best to diversify the types of things that I share on here on the channel. Okay, so just do well to subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all how to shop safely on AliExpress. I got this request from a couple of us on here on the channel after watching one of the recent vlogs that I shared. For those that watch my vlogs frequently, you guys I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me talk about how I like to shop on AliExpress, especially for filming equipment of recent. Before now, I used to shop for my makeup tools like my makeup brushes, beauty sponges, hair accessories as well, spray bottles, some combs, metallic combs, wooden combs and stuff like that, even earrings as well. I shop for jewelries as well on AliExpress. So if you'd be interested in any of these things that I just talked about, please continue to watch. Alright guys, so I'm just going to jump straight into the goal for today's video. I have this notebook here that I jotted a few things down, so just in case I'm looking down, I'm looking at my notes to be sure that I'm not missing out any important information. So the first thing you want to do is to download the AliExpress app. I have the app already on my phone, and I'm also going to try to leave because I'm looking at my phone as well, so I can, navigate the app as I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, I'm going to try and leave it somewhere on the screen, either here or here, so you guys see what I'm looking at on my phone. Okay, so you download the AliExpress app. All right, the app is the only app on the Google Play Store that is called AliExpress. And you also have Alibaba, but Alibaba is for shopping wholesale. Okay, but if you're trying to buy retail stuff the way I typically do, because I buy as a retailer, I shop from AliExpress. All right, so you download the AliExpress app, and then the next thing you want to do is to start shopping. Okay, you're going to see the portion at the top where it says the search bar, basically. So you type in whatever it is that you're looking for. So if I'm looking for something like a plastic headband, so I'm just going to type plastic headband. Why did I put plastic head? Plastic headband. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to click on it, and then you're going to see different types of plastic headbands. So you also need patience as well, so you keep scrolling through until you see what you like. And while scrolling as well, ensure that you're reading reviews. That's another thing I'm going to point out for you guys. Reviews are very important when shopping on AliExpress, because sometimes some sellers put deceitful pictures on their store, and then when you buy something from them, the results you get, what you receive, is different from what you saw online. So when you, for example, click on a particular type of headband, you want to make sure that you go ahead to click on the rating and read what people have to say. So for example, this one says good hoop, that's what I needed just for the baby head, blah 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 blah. So just look through and ensure that you're buying from someone that has more of positive reviews than negative. Okay, and most times I'm one of those people, actually. If I have a bad customer experience with a particular seller, I make sure that I drop the review so somebody else will not fall victim of the same mistake that I made. Okay, so read reviews and also check for the shipping cost. Okay, I'm a cheapskate. Okay, I can be a cheapskate when it comes to shopping online. I try my best to go for free shipping items. Okay, but if I absolutely cannot find free shipping, I try to make sure that the shipping cost is cheaper than the cost of what I'm buying. So if I'm buying, say, a pack of headbands for 2,000 naira, or say $10, depending on what currency you're shopping in, and my shipping is maybe $50 or 20,000 naira, as opposed to 2,000 naira headband that I'm buying, of course it only makes sense for me to decline making that purchase. So I'd rather go to a place, maybe if my shipping is going to be, for example, 100 naira, and I'm buying something worth 2,000 naira, the shipping is not so bad in that kind of situation. So yeah, that's another thing you want to take note of while shopping on AliExpress. Also, another thing I like to do, which is also just my own methodology, I don't know if it makes any difference, is when I'm shopping from a particular seller, okay, I like to go to their storefront and just see what the storefront looks like. I tend to shop more from people that have a lot of followers on their storefront. So for example, if I see someone with 50 followers on their storefront, I know it might be a very myopic way of looking at things, but if I see someone with just 50 followers on their storefront, chances I'm not going to shop from that person. But if I'm seeing someone with maybe 10k followers, 12k, 100k followers, I know that people, for them to choose to follow them, they've had fantastic experiences shopping from them. So I go ahead to most likely shop on that particular kind of store if the store has what I'm looking for, right? So that's another thing you want to take note of while shopping on the app. All right, so now that you have decided that you want to shop, you've added things to your cart, the next thing you want to do is to ensure that you have the right shipping address in your AliExpress app, okay? Because a lot of times your address is going to be stored on the app, and then whichever address you put in there is where your items will typically come to when they ship to you. So make sure that your shipping address is very correct. Another thing you want to make sure that is very correct is your phone number, because most likely when the the delivery person, the postman, is going to deliver to you, they are going to call that number or send a message to that number. So make sure that you put the right phone number, because if you put a wrong phone number or wrong address, you will just keep shopping and your item will never arrive, and chances are you might not get your refund. Typically, if you put in a dispute and they review your dispute and see that, okay, maybe you are on the right side of the entire dispute, chances are they are going to refund you. But in a situation where the non-delivery of your package is as a result of your own fault, you might not necessarily get your refund, right? So make sure that you put the right phone number and right address. Also, another thing that's very important when shopping on AliExpress is putting in your postcode, okay? And for me, especially for people that live in Nigeria, a lot of people don't know their postal code. At least for me, I'm speaking for myself now. Back when I was living in Lagos, I used to have to go on Google to search for the postcode of my local government, the area where I was staying in Lagos. I had to always go on Google to check for the postal code for that particular local government. And even after moving to Port Harcourt, when I first of all moved here and I knew that I had to be buying stuff from AliExpress, what I did was I just went on Google and then typed in the postal code. Just what's the postal code, for example, say where do I want to use Buguma, right? I don't know if Buguma is a local government here in Port Harcourt, but I'm just using Buguma as an example. Or what's the postal code for Ikeja local government, or whatever local government it is that you reside in, all right? Type it on Google and Google will give you the code. The code is typically a 6-digit number, so take note of that postcode and put it in your AliExpress app, all right? So most likely what happens is when they are shipping to you, they will ship to the nearest post office to that particular local government. So if you put in the postcode for, say, Ikeja local government, they are going to most likely ship your package to Ikeja local government post office, because here in Nigeria, you have post offices based on local governments, right? So make sure that your postcode is also very, very correct. If you're not sure, like I said, type on Google and Google will give you your postcode. The next thing you want to do is to also add your card details, okay? Decide whether you want to use your dollar card or your Naira card. But most times, especially in Nigeria here, as Nigeria is Nigerian, everybody, we've been forced to start to use our foreign currency cards to shop online, because if you're using your Naira debit card, you can't go past $20, right? So if you want to shop for things higher than that, that's restriction, chances are you need to get a domiciliary account and also get your dollar card so that you have no limits while shopping online. But if you know that you're just buying something maybe worth $10, you don't have to stress yourself. You can always use your Naira debit card, and your bank is going to charge you based on their own dollar to Naira conversion rate, right? So if, for example, your bank is selling dollar for 490 Naira and you shop for something worth $10 times 490 Naira, so 490 Naira to $1, right? So if you're shopping for something worth $10, 490 times 10, right? I hope you guys know your mathematics. Anyway, your bank is going to charge you 4,900 Naira. So just most times, just do your mathematics. If you are not sure of your bank's rates, if you have the time, call your bank and ask them how much their ATM rate is, or you can just search on Google, of which that whole process nowadays everything has just been upside down. But if you know your way around finding the latest foreign exchange rates for your bank, try and do the mathematics beforehand and then do your math. If it's something you can afford, go ahead to make your purchase. Another thing, and I think this is the final part that I'm going to touch on while shopping on AliExpress, is they have a lot of sales. So keep your eyes peeled, especially if you're the kind of person that is trying to build your collection, maybe your collection, your makeup collection, your filming gear collection, or whatever collection it is that you're trying to build off of shopping on AliExpress. They do a lot of sales, so keep your eyes peeled, all right? One major sale that they do is what they call the 11/11 sale. So that's 11th of November of every year. They have this massive sale where they reduce, have like huge percentage of discount. So I like to shop the 11/11 sale, and there are some other random sales that they do here and there. So just if you are looking to build your collection, say for filming gears or anything, and even stores, I know I'm saying a lot of things at the same time, but even stores, so if you shop from a particular store, the store can just wake up one morning and decide that, you know what, we are giving 50% discount on everything that we have in stock. So just keep going to the app from time to time, check out what they have to offer you, and take advantage of those sales as well. And another thing I'm going to say is I don't like to shop for certain things on AliExpress. So for clothing items, I've never bought any clothing item on AliExpress, but I know people that have shopped on there, bought themselves clothes, and they had a fantastic experience. I haven't tried it, so I cannot recommend it. But if you're willing to just, gamble and try it out, feel free to do so, because they have, storefronts where they sell clothes, shoes, bags, and all of that. But one thing that I trust AliExpress for is jewelry, affordable jewelry. If I can say 80% of the earrings that I own, I got them from AliExpress. Earrings, bangles, necklaces, everything, anything you can think of, any jewelry. Well, I didn't buy this one. These ones that I have on is from Miniso, but I shop a lot of jewelry from AliExpress. Of course, they're not original gold or anything. They're just like costume jewelry. So I buy earrings, necklaces, bangles, bracelets, rings from AliExpress. So I trust them. Also, another thing I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to drop some of my favorite vendors in the description box of this video. This video is not sponsored in any way. This is just me, like I said, answering some of the questions that I got from one of my vlogs, okay? I'm just sharing what works for me with you guys. So I'm going to drop some of my favorite sellers on here in the description box or in the pinned comment. So scroll down and check it out. Another thing I'm going to do is to recommend my favorite, the person I shopped from recently for my millinery tools, headbands, and all of that. I'm going to drop the name of the store in the description bar as well. But now that I've spoken about the things that I don't shop for on AliExpress, some of the things that I shop for on AliExpress are my business logo. I know I've talked about it a lot of times. I got my business logo from AliExpress, and I'm going to leave the name of the vendor in my description box. Like I said, not sponsored, I'm just sharing. However, I bought my business logo. I bought 2 batches of business logos from the pressing board. Going forward, I'm looking to start, creating my business logo locally, because I found that in the long run, it's cheaper for me to do it that way than, importing from China. And another thing that I shop for from AliExpress is my filming equipment. One of my lights that I'm using here, my LED light that I shared in the vlog that I'm talking about, that you guys asked me questions from, that is what I'm using to, film this video currently. So I got that LED light. I'm also going to share the name of the vendor in the description. Just check out my description, basically. So filming equipment, my vlogging tripod, one of my phone tripod I got from AliExpress. My makeup, all my makeup brushes are from AliExpress. Every single one. I don't have any designer makeup brush, and I've been using those brushes for the past 7 years thereabouts. I bought those brushes. Well, I bought the first batch in 2015, then I bought another batch in 2019, and that's all I've been using for the past 7 years thereabout that I got those brushes, and not one of them has had any issue. The brushes are still very soft. They're still sturdy, and everything is fantastic, okay? Because I know a lot of people have, reservations when it comes to shopping for things from China. They're like, China things are, fake or low quality. No doubt there are some things that are low quality, but chances are if you invest in buying things from trustworthy sellers on the platform, you're going to get at least the value for your money. You're going to get it out of whatever it is that you shop for on there, all right? Another thing that I buy from there is hair tools. So spray bottles, combs, hairpins, hair slides, hair ruffles, scrunchies, and all of that. I buy those sometimes from AliExpress as well, even though of recent, ever since I started, doing sewing and stuff, I started making my scrunchies by myself. But before I started sewing, I used to buy my scrunchies and hair ties from AliExpress. Another set of things that I buy from AliExpress of recent is my millinery tools, right? So headbands, metallic headbands, not the typical plastic headbands. Typical plastic headbands, I would rather still, shop for those locally, but those halo headbands you guys saw in one of my vlogs that I shared, I got them from AliExpress. And I think that's about it for today's video. If you guys got value from watching, please do well to give this video a big fat thumbs up. This is not the typical type of content that I share on here on the channel, but I'm here to serve, right? Whatever you guys ask me for, if it's within my power, I'm going to come on here with it for you guys. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please do well to give me a big fat thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to this channel and you like what you see already, please go ahead to hit the subscribe button and make sure that you turn on your post notifications so you'll be the first to know anytime I post a new video. And share this video with a friend, okay? If you have a friend that's been thinking of shopping on AliExpress but she doesn't know how to go about it, share this video with her so she'll be able to just go ahead and start shopping, all right? I know I'm coming here like bad influence to you guys, but if you genuinely truly need some of these things and you don't have money for Amazon, price range, feel free to shop on AliExpress. It's worth it, it's totally worth it, all right? So yeah, do that and share with your friends. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for your patience watching up until this point in the video. I'm really grateful. And yeah guys, I can't wait to see you in another video. Bye.